the conspiracy gets a little bit deeper, and old Dr. Disrespect has come back in full force. He started streaming, started playing some games. He even joined a match of that new game, and everybody deserted the lobby immediately. Now, I don't know if it was a disconnect or what happened, but it did happen. Very strange to say, but he's trying to make his comeback, and a lot of people are speaking out. I don't know if you've been following the situation, but Dr. Disrespect was banned from Twitch in 2020, sued Twitch, won, and it finally was leaked, even though there was NDAs involved and what have you, that he was banned for sexting a minor. Now, Dr. Disrespect denies all these things in a recent statement he put out, which I have a video on very recently. But things have changed slightly, and a lot of other people are getting involved, including old NickMercs, which I have to really focus to say his name because I don't know why. It don't roll off the tongue. It feels bad. I don't know why. I can't explain it. Make sure you subscribe. Very important to your boy. All right, look, I got bills. I got bills that need to be paid. NickMercs convinced Twitch plotted against Dr. Disrespect and urges him to reveal the DMs. Some people are saying he shouldn't release them. Some people are also saying he should release them. Why? Should he have to prove his innocence? Is he required to do so, or are there principles involved? I say, yeah, dude, do it. Release them DMs. If you didn't say, hey, I'm about to bust, then you're good. But hopefully you didn't say I'm about to bust. Anyways, it says streamer NickMercs believes Dr. Disrespect was telling the truth when he claimed Twitch plotted against him and is urging his fellow streamer to release the DMs that got him banned. Now, I will say something really quick before we even jump into this nonsense, okay? When I was on Twitch years ago, I blew all the partnership requirements out of the water. Out of the water. We were doing Resident Evil speed runs. It was goated. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun on God for real, Riz and stuff. It was great. I'm trying to keep up with the children. It's very hard nowadays. But we blew those things out of the water, the requirements. And when I was up for partner, Twitch denied it immediately. So I talked to one of my buddies that works within Twitch, and he told me that they always deny the first couple to see how you react on social media because it's a hazing ritual. And that was when I called it on Twitch. I was done with Twitch because I left high school when I was 14 in ninth grade. I ain't going back. I don't need a platform that acts like high schooler clicks. That's weird. Hazing rituals? No, thank you. I'll go to YouTube and be a dumbass in front of a couple hundred people. I'd rather do that any day of the week. So Twitch is very strange, and they do stuff behind the scenes for damn sure. Dr. Disrespect's real name is Guy Beam. Finally returned to the streaming world on September 6th after former Twitch employees revealed he was banned in 2020 for messages that he had sent a minor. During the broadcast, Doc alleged that Twitch had conspired against him, accusing his former partner manager of working with a friend on Twitch's law enforcement response team to cherry pick out of context messages that resulted in his permaban. Many of Dr. Disrespect's closest streaming friends, such as Timthetatman and NickMercs, distanced themselves from Doc following his since-deleted confession. But Nick had more to say following Beam's return. And look, this is very important. When Dr. Disrespect made his statement, you could tell he was reading off like a legal statement, right? Keep in mind, he did win the previous lawsuit with Twitch. So there's some validity, I think, in that probably. According to NickMercs, he doesn't care about the legal side of things, even though Doc continues to claim he never broke the law with the inappropriate messages he sent to a minor. Keep in mind what this article is claiming. In his statement, he implied it wasn't a minor after the fact. Now, he did post an apology on Twitter claiming that, but he also said that was 4D chess. It's kind of hard to follow, right? It's kind of hard to follow, but he implied they were no longer a minor in the situation. And he also implied that there was no inappropriate messages, which is why a lot of people are like, hey, Doc, you should release the DMs. For me, this is not about legality, he said. I don't care if he didn't break any laws or if a judge found him guilty or not. He admitted to it. And we know enough that there was a conversation going on. And we also know he had been cheating on his wife. You can put 2 and 2 together. Now, I'll just go ahead and say the wife thing happened a long time ago. Unless he's implying the messages being inappropriate in existence at all is a cheating thing. And you can determine that from your own moral standpoint. But putting that aside, okay, we do know a conversation was going on. Now, do we know if it's a minor or not? Doc implies it's not. If it is, here's my beef. I have no reason to talk to a minor. When a minor messages me, for a collab or just to ask me a question on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. By the way, follow me on X right down below. Come on. I don't respond. I just don't. And it's A, because minors are weird and strange and they're dumb. And B, I just don't have the need. Now, granted, I don't want to talk to anybody. Okay. I don't talk to nobody. All right. Anyway, however, despite not wanting anything to do with Dr. Disrespect anymore, NickMercs has no doubt that Twitch conspired to get him banned. See? So even Nick is claiming that Twitch is definitely in the wrong here. Here we go.
My Instagram DMs and YouTube comments saying, Nick, you're a terrible friend. You should have stuck by this guy when he needed you. You, Tim, Z-Laner, you guys made a huge mistake. You should have waited for the facts. You should have called him and talked to him. Look, we had a short, quick conversation. He sent a text to the boys and I, and he apologized for us ever being dragged into this. And it pretty much ended right there. That same day, he had put out his tweet. And in that tweet, he had admitted to sending inappropriate texts or whatever to a minor. Those were his words. Not mine, not Tim's, not whoever. Now, he later deleted this tweet. Personally, I don't think it changes much. And I understand that he feels the need to defend himself. I know a lot of people are coming at him. And I know his premise and what he's dying on is that what he did was not illegal. And look, I get that. But at the end of the day, you messaged a minor and it was inappropriate. For me, this is not about legality. And I don't want to beat a dead horse, man. I don't want to talk too much shit about this guy. I give it as good as I get it. A lot of people were coming at me yesterday on Twitter, so I called him a bad word. But I want to be honest, man. Him doing what he did, I think he was being that. Late 30s, you got a kid, a wife, and you're doing stuff like that, man. My morals, my understanding of the situation is I firmly believe that he was wrong. I don't care if he didn't break any laws. I don't care if a judge found him guilty or not. He admitted to it. We know enough that there was at least a conversation going on. We also know that he admitted to cheating on his wife. You can put 2 and 2 together. Now, as far as the Twitch ban, listen, there's a lot of people there that don't make great decisions. I also have no doubt in my mind there were people at Twitch that were plotting against Doc. No doubt. And we've seen so many things at Twitch, crazy things that have gone unpunished, all the hot tub, bikini streams, people using slurs, et cetera, et cetera. But all that said, Twitch is a private company that can do whatever it wants. Now, the next one for me is not revealing the whispers. I see a lot of people saying before they give their judgment, they want to see the whole thing. Now, to me, him admitting that these texts or whatever were inappropriate, that's enough. But now, since he's clearly backtracking, why isn't he putting out the whispers, man? If he's so adamant about them not being bad, why don't you show everybody? Now, to wrap this whole thing up, because God knows that's what I want to do, man.
Yeah. No, see, I think I'm right there. I think he said everything exactly the same. And the issue is when you're in the situation, especially with somebody you have to condemn, right? To kind of keep your image alive, which is, I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but I'm saying what he did, if he messaged a minor and it was inappropriate, that's wrong. But I also don't think that's in the same vein as going to meet up with a 12-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So these are 2 separate things. They're both wrong. One of them's fucked, but one of them's, wrong, right? So I think there's some nuance there. But yeah, I think I'm right there with NickMercs on that, like full through and through for sure. I think everything he said was pretty on the damn nose. It says, Nick further called on Doc to reveal the whisper messages he sent the minor, especially because he was so adamant about them not being bad. In the same record-breaking return stream, Dr. Disrespect claimed he had more to disclose, but has no plans to release the messages. The streamer also said there would be repercussions for the ex-Twitch employee, Cody Connors, who originally leaked the ban. Connors, however, suggests he isn't in any legal fight, and it remains unclear if Doc is planning another legal battle against him. So, like I said to begin with, I think there's a little bit more nuance here. I think it's interesting to see how it plays out. I think, I think Doc probably can come back from this. I'm not a Doc fan. I'm not a Doc hater. I just think when this very first happened and he admitted to inappropriately messaging a minor, I was like, well, yeah, fuck him, fuck him, But now since he's backtracked and it seems like he's taking a legal stance, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Will I watch Dr. Disrespect? Probably not. Do I support him? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? But there's some nuance here. And a lot of people will hear me not just wanting him dead and think I'm siding with him. Because that's how things work, right? If you don't wish death on somebody like everybody else is doing, then you're on their side. That's not really how I work. I'm not passionate enough about these things to wish death. Unless there was actually a child involved, like with Chris Tyson, and things were actually happening. Then you push them off a cliff or the side of the cliff where the Spartan babies were thrown if they had 3 eyes or some shit. That's kind of how I feel with that.